Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name's Bobby Waldron, and in this video we're going to have a nice inbox review of AFV Club's FV107 Scimitar. Really sort of nice kit, nice company for armoured vehicles, and this actual armoured vehicle here is what I used to drive back in the Armoured Corps, so you know, nice kit for me personally. Now, quick look inside. First thing we notice, you know, we do get a little bit of photo etch as well as a nice metal 30mm rod and cannon for this, which is a nice touch there. You know, instructions as usual. We have things nicely separately bagged, nice quality packaging going on here. Bit of road wheel stuff, 2 sprues in here as well, more road wheel stuff, another sprue here with a top and bottom hull section, you know, separately bagged, so we've got some nice packaging going on there. Another separately packaged bag here as well with 1 sprue in there, all sorts of kind of bins and jerry cans and stuff, and then the turret as our final separately bagged sprue there as well. And we should have some tracks here. As you can see, it's not like the separately linked ones, it's the ones that we just kind of curl around and bring together and glue together like so, and they're looking rather nice. The decals have disappeared, they're possibly in the instructions, hopefully. Either way, I'll have a look for them later. So I'm going to do some research, unbag all this, and we'll have a proper good look. Let's start off with the instructions. We get this nice bit of a description about the actual CVRT itself. Moving through the instructions, they are pretty basic. I mean, we do have colour callouts for Humbrol, Revell, Life Colour, the guns range, you know, starting off with a nice typical, you know, what we start off with armoured vehicles, putting all our wheels together on the lower hull, and before you know it, you know, we're putting on the top hull, and then we're, you know, we're getting the hull together. So it is, you know, quite, you know, a nice basic easy build looking at this. There's no real options to have different things like that. There's no internal detail, no crew, so it's pretty much hatches closed unless you get crew or any kind of scratch building or something like that. We've got 4 markings, or is it five markings altogether, which is basically we've got British Army, UN, a bit of desert, we've got a Belgian one, you know, not bad for the markings. I did actually find the decals in the end, and hopefully we'll just bring you in. They do look quite nice. They do look slightly in registry. Well, 1 or 2 places it is a bit slightly out of registry. I mean, you might be able to see the British flag there. It's looking a little bit out of registry there. You know, the colours do look nice. They're printed in Taiwan. They feel a little bit on the thin side, and when decals are thin they can crack a bit easy, so you might want to be careful with them, but you know, until we actually put them on we ain't really gonna know. We do get a nice bit of photo etch in here. It's only a bit, but it does look you know, it does look nice. We also get our 30mm rod and cannon as well in metal, which is just going to make that look rather nice indeed. Moving along, we have some tracks. Now the tracks, they do look nice. There's like literally no flash on these at all. I mean, the worst thing you can have is flash on these types of tracks. We do have some little kind of pin marks where they've been cut off a sprue or something. Oh, a bit too close. Just there, we're gonna have to like cut these off and tidy them up, and there's about 4 of these on each track, but they do actually look rather good. We do also have you know, this bag full of like loads of road wheels. Not going to really get these out, but they do look rather nicely detailed. Then we come to our top hull and bottom hull. Hopefully you can, I mean, it's not really looking like bags and bags of detail. We do need to kind of, you know, get all the pieces on there to get the detail on. Kind of feeling like we might need to do a bit of scratch building just to bring it up to pace, or get some photo etch or something. Nice flat smooth surface. The weld marks are looking rather nicely detailed in there as well. The bottom hull is very basic, but it is nice to see that they haven't put the ejector pin marks on the underside, but they have put them on where we're not actually gonna see them, so that's nice. We might have to sand these back a bit to get it to fit. No detail on the underside whatsoever, completely flat, so lacking on the detail there. But I mean, looking at it, I'm not really seeing any kind of nasty flash with this, or any kind of sink marks or anything like that. It is very, very crisp. What you got to remember, this kit was new tooled in 1996, so it is quite an oldish kit, you know, about 18 years old as of July 2014 of filming this. So you know, it is quite nice. I mean, I really am impressed with the way, you know, if we look closely at all these little pieces, we haven't got any flash going on there at all, and the detail is quite nice and crisp, hopefully, as you can just see there. Ejector pin marks, I mean, they are just all on the underside. I mean, we're potentially not going to hardly see any of these pieces on the underside, but there are one or two where, you know, we're probably going to have to take care of an ejector pin mark or two. Moving along to our turret. Again, our turret, you know, we've got you know, nice bits of detail going on there. We're going to be sticking lots of bits of detail on there. Nice kind of weld marks just inside there. You know, but apart from that, you know, looking good, nice and neat. Ejector pin marks on the inside of the hatch, so if you want your hatch open, we're gonna have to take care of them. But yeah, again, looking good. Moving along to our last sprue in the kit, and this is all our suspension arms and all this kind of stuff. And as you can see, again, you know, nice bolt detail going on there, no sink marks, no flash. Really, really nice. Next thing is as well price. I mean, the price of this kit is from Hannon's £26.99. I do feel is a bit overpriced. I mean, it isn't a brand spanking new kit, and let's face it, it's just a CVRT. You know, it's not exactly a main battle tank. It's not a big tank. Not exactly loads and loads of plastic in here. You know, I think it's a little bit overpriced. You know, I think it should be a little bit more, a little bit less than that. But it is quite nice that they're throwing a bit of photo etch and the rod and cannon in metal as well. So you know, that's good. So final conclusion. My scoring for this kit, I give a final score of an 8, which is just bang on going into an above average kit. Although it is a bit old, there is one or two ejector pin marks in sort of offish places. Do you know what I mean? It still looks like a really nice, good, crisp, no flash kind of kit, and if it goes together nicely, you know, it should build into a rather nice kit. It's just a bit disappointing about what was it, the cost is a bit disappointing, ejector pin marks is a little bit disappointing, but apart from that, everything was kind of quite nice. Packaging was good with this kit as well. Flasher was really good with this kit. Yeah, so I mean, you know, I'd buy it and I would go out and I'd build this. I'm really thinking about doing this as a one of the step-by-step video builds, because I mean, you know, I used to drive this tank and everything. I would like to get this one built. So that's a nice score of an 8 for AFV Club's Scimitar CVRT 1/35 scale. But I just wanted to quickly show you some little goodies. You know, bit sort of off topic. We're going to be looking at a bit of aftermarket parts. I've got a nice bit of photo etch that you can get from Medard. Just bringing you in. Hopefully, as you can see, you know, nice, typical, really nice photo etch by Edard. And I think there's two sides to this as well. Right, and then looking at the instructions, it does look like we're gonna be able to jazz up our periscopes, jazz up on the inside of our hatches and stuff, which is good because that was a bit bland. To jazz up any kind of boxes, and and yeah, all those kind of things. Hopefully, as you can see, this is all the stuff we're jazzing up. And then also, what else have we got here? We've got a nice bit of detail going in and around sort of like the lower hull to jazz that up. We've got some nice grills going on here as well. And pretty much all over the place, as well as our wing mirrors as well. That should nicely jazz it up. So that nice bit of photo etch, I think, is a little bit of a must. Looking at the kit, you know, I mean, it does seem that it's good. If it just had that little bit of a boost, and I think this bit of photo etch by Edar just gives it that nice bit of an extra boost. And then for this one, I did also go off and get a few more decals, just so I could do like a you know, an Iraq sort of scene for that. So I did get those decals as well, and they do look rather nice. So there you go. Final conclusion, definitely a good kit to go out and buy. I'm going to be building it at some point. So until next time, my name is Bobby Waldron, this is Genesis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.